Doesn't get much better than this. Afternoon baseball from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Gerard Dyson makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Right fielder, number 1.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. EK, one of your old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
And it hasn't been a homestand to remember so far. They're just 2-3 in their first 5 games, so they're going to need to pick it up.
Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, guys, Sal Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. He's been crushing the ball lately, hitting over .450 in the last 10 games. He's doing a great job of going with what he's given. He's making them pay when it's a mistake pitch.
Arrieta's got his target. Here's the first pitch. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. Altogether, a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees, the game time temperature. And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
I think Lawrence is pretty consistent and respected for his strike zone. He doesn't seem to miss many pitches too often.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, you remember growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
Out in front of it, strike one. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. 2 out, nobody on. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fowler is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. KC down in order. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Yordano Ventura, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he went into the 7th inning, pitching relatively well, but ended up taking the loss. His team just couldn't help him enough. He'll look for a better outcome here.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. Two different locations, but equally effective.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Yeah, you know, you have to be careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. He's a guy you cannot fall asleep on when he gets on board because he will run on you. He's in the top 5 in steals in the National League, and we'll see if he can add to his total in this one.
In the air now out to left field. Gordon is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. He's got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 1, no score. Lorenzo Cain will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, this guy's hitting over 300 on the year now, and he had a good performance yesterday as well.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there, so even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. Mike Moustakas will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Arrieta is ready and delivers. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1.
If you're hitting left-handed, all you can really do is just kind of quit on that pitch and hope it doesn't find the outside corner.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Chris Bryant will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Okay, you can see the game plan unfolding here on Showtrack. He gives him a steady diet of off-speed pitches to start off the at-bat until he finally says, all right, enough fooling around with you. Reaches back and just fires the fastball right by him.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 2 home runs, and 7 driven in. Lifted the other way out to left center. Gordon is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 6.
Miguel Montero comes forward, hoping to get it going at the plate. Only 1 hit in his last 4 ball games. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
3-0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Omar Infante will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
A little bouncer. Montero gonna have to hurry. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting 8. Shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Alcides Escobar will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
You know, looking back at Escobar's production in the 2015 ALCS, it's a pretty good reason he was named MVP of that series. He hit a blistering .478. That's called carrying a ball club.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Yordano Ventura will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. KC down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Kyle Schwarber will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
They're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Ventura's ready. 1-1 on its way. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Throw over by Infante, and that's out number 1.
Batting 8, the shortstop,
Tommy La Stella will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Into the windup and the pitch. In there, strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Liner towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, this looks like one of those swings where it was just a flat-out guess. This is not one of those guys where you can sit off speed and then just react to the fastball. You're not going to just react to 98. But give him credit however he did it. He put a good swing on that ball.
Stepping in now, Jake Arrieta, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Bunt sign still on with 2 strikes as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Yeah, this early in the game, to me, this is the right decision. You give that guy at the top of your lineup a chance to drive in a run with a simple base hit.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll watch a breaking ball that comes back to catch the outside corner for strike 1. To first, fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Gerard Dyson will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
Zobrist is able to get there, and they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Not exactly the most convincing base hit you're ever going to see, but it's going to finally get him into that hit column, and at this point, they'll take anything they can get, and he's on with an infield single.
Settling in now, Alex Gordon. He got called out on strikes his last time through. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better.
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Now he's going to try to press his luck and take second, but a good throw cuts him down.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Eric Hosmer is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. On the move is Fowler. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Royals. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Jason Hayward is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, but getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out.
That's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Ventura gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Anthony Rizzo is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball that's 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. Ground ball right into the shift. Hosmer has it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Here's the first pitch to him. Chris Bryant will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he doesn't look very settled up there right now, and I guess that's an easy thing to do when you're facing a guy who throws as hard as this guy does.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. Through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Lorenzo Cain heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. Get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Tapped out in front of home. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Yeah, and that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Arrieta into the windup. 1-1 pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Zobrist is there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Gets a small piece near the plate. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Ben Zobrist comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
And that's in there for strike one. High and deep to left center field. Gordon going back, still ranging back. And this one is gone, a home run. So a solo home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
Nope.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder.
Well, let's see it again in show motion. I don't know. That's awfully close. And he might have got away with one there.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
1-1, here it is. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Moustakas is there for it. 1 out.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like 2 totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Kane is under it. 2 gone.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Jake Arrieta is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. In the dirt here. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away.
And sometimes those curveballs, when they hit the dirt, they've got a lot of spin on them. They react in funny ways. Here it looks like he's in good position to block this thing, but it winds up kicking away, and that's a wild pitch.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
The 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Dexter Fowler would be next. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back for more from the north side after this. Omar Infante will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fellow on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Alcides Escobar is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
Yordano Ventura is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. KC down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Dexter Fowler will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Ventura into the windup. Needs a strike here on 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Ranging back is Dyson. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run there for Dexter Fowler. Home run number 5 on the year as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
That's a mistaken location right here. And it could wind up really coming back to haunt him. This is a solo home run, and it makes this a 2-run lead now. And with the way their starter's thrown the ball so far, it may wind up being all he needs.
Action in that KC pen now as the right-hander's begun to loosen up. Jason Hayward is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Moustakas comes up with it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Well, let's just see if we can slow this way down and see the point of impact. He's going to be bunched up a little bit on this one and get it right down below the label. And sure enough, that's a great shot right there. This bat just explodes on impact.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll swing at the first pitch and send one on the ground to first. Over to the bag with it is Hosmer, and he'll get the out.
The batter.
Well, he's allowed just 2 runs to this point, both of them coming on solo homers. Things could be much different now if those had come with guys on base, but as it is, this has been a pretty good outing.
Hard liner toward short. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that, and now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Ben Zobrist will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Runners off for second. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Kane going back at the track. And a scaling attempt at the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. So it's a 2-run home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. His second of the game. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Kelvin Herrera will come in and pitch now.
Number 40, Kelvin Herrera. Now batting, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Dyson moves over, and that's the 3rd out. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Royals nothing. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point.
Leading off for Kansas City, the right fielder, number 1.
Hit to third.
Dyson.
Bryant is up with it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row, he set down.
Alex Gordon will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone. All that can do is tie you up.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
And you start to wonder if anyone's going to get on base against him again. That's 10 straight now. He's retired.
High and deep to right center field. Back goes Hayward to the track. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Eric Hosmer. Sixth home run on the season for him. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first two games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the third hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Salvador Perez will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Hey now.
That curveball needs to be down. He's gotten a little lazy with it here. Be careful.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Arrieta sets. Here's the 1-2. High pop up. Bryant has got it, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 4 and the Royals 1. Kyle Schwarber steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw over by Infante, and that's out number 1.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. In the air out to left. And there to take it in is Gordon for out number 2.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And he falls behind 0-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he throws it away.
Whoa!
So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Dexter Fowler will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hitting, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Jason Hayward gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Mike Moustakas comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1 for that man right there. Just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Arrieta gets the sign. 0-2 on its way. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Heading out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. 1 down.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hayward giving chase. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, I'm not sure if this will wind up being a triple. It really should be a 3-base error. I mean, here it is. He was there in plenty of time. He just winds up with a handful of air. And they are going to hit him with a knee. It's well deserved.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And another foul ball. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Ground ball left side. Bryant's got it. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
And here with the infield bat, they're giving you the run on a ground ball. So he just takes advantage of that and drives home the run.
Kendrys Morales will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 25, Kendrys Morales.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Tap fouled at home plate. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So it's one run scored without the benefit of a hit, one error in the inning, and no one left on base. Home half of the eighth straight ahead. It's the Cubs 4 and the Royals 2.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over now as the former #1 overall pick Luke Hochevar gets the nod. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Kane will wait on it. One gone.
Now batting.
And in a 4-2 game, time to check the numbers here. It's our starter comparison as we see how these two performances stack up against one another. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kris Bryant. He singled his last time up. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
He's gotten off to a really slow start here in April. Well, maybe this can help him snap out of it. That's a sharp single there.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped foul right at home plate. He's on the move again from first. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with one out.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. Miguel Montero takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Cubs, but they still lead this one 4-2. Leading off the inning, Gerard Dyson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the 9th.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Alex Gordon will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
I'll tell you what, if you're related to this guy right now, you might want to turn away from the screen because this is going to be tough to watch. Here they are, one after another. That's 4 strikeouts for him, and that's called the golden sombrero.
Eric Hosmer makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? 41,118 on their feet here at Wrigley. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 4-2. So long from Wrigleyville.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 6 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. For Kansas City, 2 runs on 3 hits. 1 error, they left just 1 runner on base. The winning pitcher is Jake Arrieta. His record is now 4-1. The loss goes to Yordano Ventura. He falls to 0-4. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Here's a 3-2. Ball up in the air to right. Do you believe it? 2 grand slams in the inning. Clevenger and Reimold. And the Orioles have a 14-6 lead.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. This is hit well into center field. Trout is going back. Still going back. Still back. Jumps up and up on the wall. He catches it. He catches it. Right out by the 396 sign. He jumped up on top of the